Thank you for watching KCTV English News. I'm Angel Kim. The province has decided to request a special designated zone to help cope with the industrial crisis as the tourism market in Jeju has been hit hard by the new coronavirus. The special zone will help businesses endure the industrial crisis as the government can provide support for startups and job security, including reemployment for the unemployed. Companies can also receive special guarantees through the Korea Credit Guarantee Fund and the Korea Technology Guarantee Fund. The Special Industrial Crisis Zone was first designated in Kunsan, Jeollabuk-do Province, where GM Korea decided to shut down its plant in 2018. Another crisis zone was designated in Ulsan and Jeju, which had been troubled by the shipbuilding crisis in the same year. Police officers who were in contact with the 40-year-old man who was suspected of being infected with coronavirus were all tested negative and released from quarantine. According to the Jeju Provincial Police Agency, a 40-year-old man surnamed Kim, who was suspected of having contracted the coronavirus on the night of the 10th, was tested negative on the 11th. As a result, quarantine measures have been lifted for 20 police officers who were directly or indirectly in contact with Kim. Kim was classified as a suspect 2 days ago after showing symptoms of a high fever while being treated for a forehead injury, which became more suspicious after it was reported that he had previously met with a Chinese client. The provincial government will offer relief funds to businesses that have been affected by the coronavirus crisis. A total of 1.8 trillion won will be dispersed to help businesses overcome the economic downturn. The province has announced that the funds will be used for loan support. The borrower will pay an interest of 0.7522%, and the remaining interest will be supported by the government. The local government will also support small business owners who are not eligible for credit loans by allowing them to receive loans through the Credit Guarantee Foundation. Jeju Air has recorded a loss of more than 30 billion won last year, sinking into a deficit from a profitable year in 2018. The airline announced that the sales revenue in 2019 grew by 9.9% to over 1.3 trillion won compared to the year before, but there was a 32.9 billion won of operating loss. Some experts explain that the loss is attributed to the 2.5% decrease in sales in the fourth quarter compared to the same period last year, which led to a 16.6 billion won in net loss. Jeju Air analyzed that a highly competitive market and the anti-Japanese movement were factors that led to the deficit. The local government will hire a total of 464 new civil servants this year. The openings include 348 jobs for grade 7 to 9 civil servants and research positions, 111 new hires for fire departments, and 5 for the municipal police. The provincial government is expecting to hire over 300 new civil servants every year through 2023 due to the retirement of baby boomers. This week on Jeju A to Z, Todd Thacker takes a brief look at omegitok, a rustic Jeju treat with an interesting origin story.
Until very recently, Jeju Island was especially remote and rural. Islanders had to be resourceful and self-sufficient, making do with what would grow here. As time wore on, distinct differences in Jeju's cuisine emerged. Deok, a pounded rice cake that is served at ceremonies or as a special treat, is an excellent example. On the mainland, you can find dozens of varieties, some of which incorporate pumpkin, corn, or green tea, whatever ingredients might be on hand. On volcanic Jeju Island, with porous rock and very little freestanding water, this meant using millet rather than rice in its famous omegitok. Islanders rolled the simple millet mixture into ovals with a sunken center, and then boiled them in water. The finished product was then rolled in ground red beans as a flavorful topping. And allowing nothing to go to waste, the leftover dough would be mixed with yeast and fermented into a cloudy alcoholic beverage called omegisu. These days, of course, Jeju life has become more affluent and tastes have changed. Omegitok, as you find it today, might look similar with its red bean exterior, but inside rice, sugar, and even red bean paste are now the main ingredients. Still, the rustic roots of Omegitok remain intact, helping to keep the Jeju people well familiar with their traditional cuisine and hardscrabble history. Todd Thacker, KCTV.
Come and enjoy a digital art exhibition of a fairy tale. Huedi Natural Park is showcasing plum blossom flowers. Enjoy a unique and modern take on the works of Van Gogh at the Bunker de Lumière. Korean and international movies are being screened for free at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday at the Jeju Movie Culture and Arts Center in Tapdong. The popular and comedic performance of the Jeju Nunta Company is staged daily at 5 p.m. at the Nunta Theater in Jeju City. Taking a look at our weather, clear skies in the morning will turn cloudy by afternoon. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 10, and the afternoon high, 15 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, temperatures will fall between 10 and 16. The low before lunch in Seongsan will be 8, and the high in the afternoon, 15 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, a low of 10 in the morning, warming up to a high of 14 degrees. Up on the mountain at Songpanak, the morning low is at 4 degrees, topping off at 13 degrees in the afternoon. Out on the water, winds will be out of the west and northwest at a speed of 8 to 13 meters per second and waves between 1 and 2.5 meters. And here's a look at the extended forecast. Thank you for joining us today at KCTV English News. You can follow us on YouTube at KCTV eNews Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. See you again here tomorrow.